My front teeth had busted out and they were jagged. So it literally hurt every time I wanted to kiss it.
Today, I'm joined by Dan and his wife, Tracy, and they're going to reveal 3 unexpected ways that dental implants affected their relationship.
I love the Hallmark Christmas movies, but life is not a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Wait until you hear what it's like to kiss with these things.
Dan, let's start by talking about how your old teeth affected your relationship. Tell me about that.
It wasn't real good. It's not real sexy when your teeth hurt and your eye is watering and you can't. It's not good. It was not good.
Tracy, from your point of view, what struggles did you see your husband face during that time?
It was a good 2 or 3 years, the last 2 or 3 years where, we would plan for, a fun night and he goes into the bedroom and brings out his little kit for his toothache pain and, that's the end of that. So, seeing him in pain made me hurt because I don't wanna see him in pain. Not only that part, but his confidence in even trying to start up anything regarding intimacy, his confidence was shot, and the breath part of it, I mean, there's just so many different aspects of it,
Yeah.
because he had so many teeth that were
But I mean, I knew that my breath stunk, and I did whatever I could to try to
I mean, he's
keep
brush
trying to
teeth, he's
brushing my teeth all the time,
mouthwash, everything.
putting mints in my mouth all the time, and it just like constantly doing something, It
But
was
you can't cover that up when you've got teeth that are decaying in your mouth, so, you know, I'm still gonna kiss him because I like that, but it you know, it wasn't the most pleasant thing a lot of times.
Let's talk about why dental implants seemed like the solution for you. Why dental implants versus other temporary options like dentures?
you you only have to pay for it once, basically. So like once you had it done, you don't have to get it done again. So that's kind of the way I looked at it, I guess. And my brother had his teeth done at Nuvia, and I saw what exactly he went through, and he told me about the entire process of how it goes and how it works, and basically quelled any fears that I had right off the bat because he had it done. So if he can get it done, I can get it done, and I needed to figure out how I was going to get it done, and I finally did figure out how I was going to get it done. My mom and dad gave me a down payment, and yeah, I'm forever grateful.
That brings us to one way that dental implants impacted your relationship, which is effect number 3, making the financial decision together,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, from what you've shared, it sounds like you made the decision together that dental
Mhm.
implants were the right decision for Dan, but we know it's an investment. So, how did you handle the financial part of that decision and how did that affect your relationship?
We always talk about, all these big financial decisions together anyway, so, sitting down and thinking, "Okay, can we put this in our budget? Are we gonna be able to make this work?" And the staff, the consultants over there at Nuvia were really helpful in giving us a number that we could handle, you know, with payment-wise.
Yeah.
Even the down payment wasn't very much, which was very
Yeah.
helpful
It
too.
was nice.
But there's different payment plans, so it was wonderful to be able to pick something that would fit our budget and, that wouldn't stress our budget too much.
It was nice. It was all inclusive, which is really, really nice.
It's really a beautiful thing because there's no hidden fees anywhere. It's an all-inclusive price, and when we went and saw the consultants at that initial meeting, they sat down and wrote out what the price was gonna be. And then, we get after the whole process was done, it was really nice because we get the bill in the mail, and it's exactly what they said in the office. It's there was nothing different. It's not like, they're throwing in, "Oh, there's this tax," or
This
there's this
fee and that
yeah, there's extra fees or something.
and all that.
There wasn't, like music playing fee while you're having your procedure done. There wasn't anything like that. It was, "This is your price. This is how we're gonna break it down, and this is the down payment, and you're done." And I really appreciated that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Really appreciated that.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about, this financial decision and how you guys made this decision together?
Yeah, the when we left his brother's house that day after his mom and his brother were talking to him, we went home and I hadn't said very much at all. And that's very uncharacteristic of me, but I hadn't said very much at all. And I said, Dan, the only thing I'm going to say to you is we don't know what your bone structure looks like right now. You have teeth that are breaking off in your mouth. And if you lose bone structure too much, you might not be able to get this done. And that's what I'm afraid of. So we should at least check it out to see what your bone structure will look like. And in our experience, he had several teeth that were broken off, teeth that were missing, and he had been dealing with these problems for years, and his bone structure was still good. So,
Thankfully.
I know every person is going to be different, every experience is going to be different, but being able to have that solid bone structure so that they can work with you, that's important. That's important.
That is important, and that's a fear that I also hear a lot of patients talk about is the fear of bone loss. So, there is a link in the description below for a 60-second quiz that you can take that can help you find out if you may be a candidate.
For
So,
sure.
ultimately, you made the decision together to move forward, and that really it is an investment and not an expense because it's an investment in his better health down the road, which ultimately is going to make your relationship better. If he's healthy and he's happy,
Yes.
he's going to be a better partner, a better husband, a better son, a better father, and your relationship will flourish.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Okay, don't go anywhere. We've got so much still to cover. I can't wait still to hear about kissing with dental implants. This you said that and I'm like, "Huh?" Ears went up. Is it good? Is it bad? I want to know everything. Let's talk about the moment when you got your dental implants. When you saw yourself in the mirror for the very first time with a full set of teeth, what was going through your mind, Dan?
It was crazy. It was like I almost remember that smile, but I never had that smile. You know? It's beautiful. It was so gorgeous. It was just like I didn't even know what to say. 'Cause when they put them in, it's like it kind of feels like you got rocks in your mouth. It's like, "Okay, this is not good. I can't figure this out." And then you start to get used to it. And then they show you once you actually see what they look like, you're like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do this."
Give me a big smile, Dan. Let me see those chompers. Man, I can see how those would stand out on Zoom
They do.
interviews for job prospects for sure. Tracy, what was going through your head when you saw your husband get his teeth for the very first time?
I'm probably gonna get emotional because I did at the reveal.
Mm,
Um,
mm.
Everybody who's available in the office comes in and cheers, when your new smile is revealed, and to see that confidence already on his face, the moment that he looked at himself in the mirror, that said everything to me that was exactly the right decision for us. That, hey, our life is looking up, because it was an emotional moment, seeing him smile that big. I hadn't seen that big of a smile on his face around other people in a long, long time. A long time.
You just touched on something, Tracy, that really brings us to the effect number 2 on your relationship, which is increased confidence. How
Mhm.
has your confidence changed since getting your dental implants, and how has that impacted your relationship, Dan?
It's hard not to be confident when you have a beautiful smile, you know? It's just you feel shameful when your teeth are all messed up because, you know, the whole dentist thing when you're a kid, when you go in and you get a cavity, oh, you know, that whole thing. And then to have, as an adult, have teeth falling out of your mouth, horrifying experience. These are a wonderful experience. Every bit of it has been wonderful. It was great. It was a great experience for me.
So, improved confidence right off the bat. You felt better about yourself. How did that impact your relationship with your wife?
I think it's made it much better. What do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a happier person, that's for sure.
I don't have to worry about being in pain all the time. I mean, That's what it boils down to.
Mhm.
It's the worst. And I don't wish that on anyone. Anybody who's looking to do it, yeah, they need to just do it. Do it for you, do it for your wife, do it for your relationship.
Mhm.
Do it for quality of life because you only get so much.
I'm curious, Tracy, what changes have you seen in your relationship because of his increased confidence?
He has been such a happier person, and it's hard to be happy when you're in pain. It's hard to put a smile on your face when you've got teeth missing. And since he's gotten the new teeth, we've had date nights where we've gone out of the house and we're around other people, and it's been really fun. And just him coming over and giving me the little kisses here and there, that's amazing because that didn't happen. It happened, but not it was more of a planned thing where I'm gonna kiss you now, and
Yeah,
basically announcing the arrival because he wanted to make sure that
we're gonna go. Yeah,
have bumping heads or anything. So that's made it so much better because he
spontaneity's back.
yes, spontaneity. He doesn't have to carry around his little kit for his toothache medicine with a little whatever. Yeah, it's made it a lot better.
So, Dan, you hinted at this at the very start of the episode, but kissing. You said that kissing with your new teeth was something that we needed to hear about. So, let's get to effect number 1, which is intimacy. How have dental implants impacted intimacy within your relationship?
Well, one of the issues that we had was kissing because my front teeth had busted out and they were jagged. So every time I would try to kiss her, my teeth would like run into it would cut into my lip.
Ooh.
So it literally hurt every time I wanted to kiss her. Just really sucked.
'Cause we like kissing.
'Cause we love kissing. Love.
I feel like I'm not supposed to be here right now. Go ahead, guys. I won't
You
look.
like kissing, don't you?
Okay, I peeked just a little.
I no longer have to worry about cutting my lip with my teeth. I can kiss my wife whenever I want and never have to worry about, am I going to cut my lip and be bleeding all over her? So not good. So it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I love it.
Tracy, what has been your experience since Dan got his dental implants in your intimacy?
It's led to a lot more of those pillow talk moments where you can lay on your pillows and face one another and have those talks with one another. And, before he was getting up to put more toothache medicine on, or, he was kind of hiding his mouth because of his breath. And, now we don't worry about that.
Having you guys together on the show as a couple might inspire other people to talk to their partner about their desire to get dental implants. Even if this podcast starts one conversation between one couple and it changes their life, like kudos to you guys for being brave enough to want to be honest and share your story. Like,
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, we
yeah.
pretty much we pride ourselves in being pretty upfront and honest about what's going on with our relationship, whether it's arguments that we've had or good or the bad, because we want to be an example to other couples that the I love the Hallmark Christmas movies, but life is not a Hallmark Christmas movie unless you're an actress
It's
in that
not.
movie. So no, it's not.
Well, I like that you shared that because I think that that is even more of a reason that we can sit here and like listen to what you're saying and really know that it's genuine
Yep.
because you're right. No relationship is quote unquote perfect and
No.
everybody has their moments. And I'm sure there were challenges leading up to Dan and yourself deciding to move forward and get your permanent teeth. But I'm sure there were even some challenges after surgery. So, do you want to share any just challenging moments you may have had, either leading up to making the decision or right after he, got his teeth or right after surgery or even in the weeks that followed? Any sort of struggles you want to share and how you supported each other during that time?
One of the I don't know that I really call it a struggle or not, but when you get the new implants done, it takes a little bit of time to learn how to talk. And
Oh yeah.
there have been quite a few times where he'll say something and I ask him to repeat it 2 or 3 times sometimes, and he starts getting frustrated, and I just tell him, I'm sorry, I'm not." He actually said, "Are you making fun of me?" And I said, "No, I'm not. I'm not making fun of you. I really did not understand what you're saying. Could you choose a different word maybe or whatever?" Um, and just learning to be patient with one another, give one another grace because it does take a little bit of time to learn how to speak again. It takes time to learn how to
It definitely does.
eat again,
It takes a little while.
learning what you can and can't eat. And and we haven't really had much of an issue with the eating thing as far
No,
as,
not really.
you can hear him talking or hear him eating because it is quite loud at first.
And
And so
she's really sensitive to that kind of stuff too, and I was worried about that. But
but again, we're giving one another grace, because, we're a married couple and that's what you do. You give one another grace. And there's times where, the like the funny thing about going to bed with the mouth guard and
yelling at you with the mouth guard in.
with you it was S's and T's, right?
Yeah.
S's and T's. And, my name being Tracy, it was hard for him to say that.
Tracy.
Yeah, now he can say it, and it's awesome that you've practiced. But,
So
you
you
know
you overcame the struggle too by practicing. I
Yeah.
know Nuvia will give you like little sentences to practice and say to like get the enunciation working, right?
Yep.
Mhm. So, I thought one of the benefits of getting the teeth within 24 hours was that you were able to eat soft foods within, like, just right away.
Yeah.
I mean, immediately,
Yep.
that night.
That was nice.
Yeah. Being able to have soft foods immediately as opposed to waiting and being on a liquid diet for so many weeks or however long. And, anything that you can cut with a plastic fork, you can eat.
Yep.
So to me, that was amazing
Okay.
because I didn't have to go searching for, what kind of recipes can I make that he can eat.
Yeah.
It was amazing that, anything he can cut with a plastic fork, he can eat. And so that's been amazing.
Yep.
And that's one of the huge benefits to getting these teeth within 24 hours. And another thing was, we're eating the same food. I'm not going to make two different meals. So we're eating the same food at dinner time. And so we were able to lose weight together. So that was another thing
Because
that
we're
we were
both
able
eating
to,
soft food.
yeah.
Anything you can cut with a fork. So
Oh, there you go. So we're talking about like the three big effects in your relationship, but if we were to throw on a fourth one, it's like, hey, we even both like we're eating a little healthier. We both
Mhm.
lost a little bit of weight because you were really in it together. And I think
yeah.
that is so cool.
Yeah.
Yep. It was,
Definitely in it together.
yep. It was a good thing.
Well, listen, Dan, what advice would you give to somebody who is listening, maybe considering dental implants, maybe fearful about the process?
It changes your life. It absolutely changes your life. It it allows you to be more confident. It helps you to, you know, to to be more uh to be more you really more than anything. And it honestly for me, more than anything, it was the prospect of living life without horrifying pain all the time. I mean, i- it was worth it for me because I don't have to deal with that anymore. And it completely that by itself completely changed my life. They're awesome. I love them. I wouldn't change it.
I would say talk to your partner about this if you have one and take a look at your budget, see what you can afford. And if you want more details about the cost of this procedure, just click on the link below in the description and you can get a free dental implant cost guide.
And until next time.
Keep smiling.
smiling.
And if you want the real story about dental implants from real patients like Dan, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel.